Hi everyone, let's start with this, right? Somebody offers you or gives you an offer or makes an offer. You say no. Do you turn down an offer? Do you hand down an offer? Do you get down an offer? Or do you stop down an offer? All right, which one is it? You say, no, I'm not interested in your offer, right? Or I have a better offer. Sometimes you have multiple offers and, right, you have to turn it down. Now, of course, we have the same exact phrasal verb, turn down, but in a different context. Here it doesn't mean reject, it means lower, lower volume. So which option is correct? Right? Which one is correct? People will understand you if you say whatever A, B, C, or D, people will understand, but it's not enough. Please turn down the volume. Now you could also say, can you please turn the volume down? Or can you turn down the volume, please? That's correct, but it has to be the. So here, right, it's not the right time to take up politics at dinner, get up politics at dinner, right? Speak up politics at dinner, or bring up politics at dinner, right? Especially if you have some different opinions in your family, like most families, right? It's different. People have different opinions, and so there has to be. Some people believe this. Other people say no. You should discuss these things. It's important. Maybe it is good to speak about some of the issues in the world. Maybe it is nice or necessary. Sometimes it's not nice, but it is necessary to discuss politics at home. So here the correct one is bring up. It's not the right time to bring up politics at dinner. Right? So not on dinner, not in dinner, not for dinner, at dinner. But wait, there's another meaning, the same exact verb, but a completely different meaning. You guessed it. You guessed it. Same exact, to bring up. He was bringing up by his grandparents. He had brought up by his grandparents. He brought up by his grandparents, or he was brought up by his grandparents in a small village, right? So he grew up, you could say that. The boy grew up, but his grandparents brought him up, right? So his grandparents brought him up, meaning they raised him, right? They raised him, not they rised him, no, or they rose him, no. They raised him in a small village. He was brought up. He was brought up. Another one. During the meeting, she shut down and started crying unexpectedly. She cried down and started crying unexpectedly. She broke down and started crying unexpectedly. Or she got down and started crying unexpectedly, right? So this happens when you're under a lot of stress. Typically it's with a lot of stress, or maybe when you don't manage your emotions, or maybe you're at a point where you can't handle it. It's too much, right? It's too much. So you're in a meeting, you've had very little sleep, right? A lot of pressure, a lot of stress, right? Heightened emotions. But I heard the story today with some of my corporate clients, because during the day, I work with a lot of companies, and I hear all these stories. I hear of people breaking down. So here with a lot of these phrasal verbs, what makes them very interesting is that they're very visual. So when you break down, it means all the things that you have, your facade, your mask, right? Your persona, your who you are, everything breaks down. And that's really what happens. Psychologically, when someone cries, they break down before. They can't handle the pressure, the emotion, stress, or the tension. Sometimes it is tension. I guess this is more common. I've heard it more with sometimes younger people, maybe women, men. Sometimes they get angry, they lose patience. So men, it's mostly anger, right? That's how they respond. But they're human responses, right? It's human, and that's why we need to work with our emotions. So of course, here we have breakdown. My car broken down. My car had broken down. My car broke down. My car had been broken down in the middle of nowhere. All right, so let's look at this one. So my car broken down. That's not right. Broken is the past participle. You would need an auxiliary verb. My car had broken down in the middle of nowhere. Well, that could be correct if you had another action or another point in time, another time reference. But as you can see, there's no time reference here. So it can't be past before past or past perfect because there is no other reference point, right? My car broke down in the middle of nowhere. Well, that one, you don't have a second reference point. So that could be had been broken down. So cars break down. It's not a passive. So had been broken down would be passive, but you don't say the car is broken down or the car is breaking down. You say the car breaks down, right? Or is being broken down. You wouldn't say it in the passive. The car is breaking down right now. That's correct. The car is being broken down. No. The car was broken down. No. The car broke down. The car will break down. That's correct. The car will be broken down. That's incorrect. So cars, and I know the thinking here because people think, oh, well, how can it be active? Cars don't break themselves down. People break cars. I know what you're thinking. Remember, because I can read your mind. I can read your mind. So I know what you're thinking. You think it's passive, but no. It would make sense if it were passive, but cars break down. It's in the active form, right? Even though they're not people, even though they don't technically, do the action, right? They receive the action technically, but that's how we say it. Right? The car broke down. So her business really took up, took on, took off, took through after she appeared on a podcast. Right? So this is Candace Owens. Right? It means her business, it became successful after she appeared on a podcast. So it took up, took on, took off, or took through. Like a plane, right? You think of it this way. Your business, or her business in a way, in this sentence, her business is like an airplane. So if it's on the ground, then she's not making any money. But once the plane starts flying, in this analogy, right, the business starts making money once the plane is flying. So it is take off. Her business took off, right? Her business took off. So your career can take off also. Right? You can take off your sweater, your jacket, take off your shoes, but it can also mean to become successful. She always comes across as very confident. She always comes along as very confident. She always comes on as very confident, or she always comes in. That means that people see her as confident. She gives the impression of being confident. Right? She gives the impression, she shows, she demonstrates. She comes on, comes in, comes along, comes across. Which preposition is the right one? Let's see. So this one is come across. Here, I'm coming across. I was been coming across. I has come across, or I came across some old love letters in the attic. So in this sentence right here, it's the same one, same verb, to come across. But instead of appearing as, or having an impression, instead of coming across as shy, giving the impression of being shy, it also means to find. So I'm coming across, I came across. The correct answer is I came across, right? Because the man is reading it right now. So he found the letters, he came across the letters, and now he's reading them. Right? So I came across old love letters in the attic. Don't let the smell give you off, put you off, make you off, or down you off. Kimchi, right? The smell is not the most pleasant one, but the taste is amazing. So don't let the smell disgust you. Don't let the smell turn you away from this. Don't let the smell put you off. How long does, did, or do take you to get over the flu, right? So for example, you had the flu last week. You had it last week, and I ask you, now you don't have the flu anymore. Now, if it's in the present, it's how long does it take you to get over the flu normally. If it's last week, how long did it take? Spanish was hard at first, but I pick it up, or I picked it up. Okay, which one is correct? So it was hard at first, but I picked it up. Very nice. We had some problems. We ran on, or we ran into, right? We ran into some problems, right? If you run into some problems, you have problems. You encounter problems, guys. Take care. And as always, bye-bye.